wouldn't do anything about it. And then it started affecting my mental health and kind of fell a bit into depression about it. Then I was fortunate enough, to get married and have two beautiful kids. I said, look, if I'm not going to push myself here, how can I ever ask my children to push themselves? So I said, you know what? So due to depression and stuff, I fell out of employment. Okay, I got to the stage where, I needed to fix this. So I engaged in the local service here, and I came up and I got an appointment with Linda Coventry. So I
Linda in the room?
No, unfortunately
Linda.
not. So I said, look, I'm just going to be honest, I'm going to lay the cards out on the table. Said, this is what we're here. Look, I've always been in employment. Never had a problem. It's never came up. I've always been able to get on with my job, but I have something niggling, and I really need to find out about it. If I do have it. And she goes, yeah, what was it? And I said, I believe I have dyslexia, but I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what doors to knock on to find out more about it, to understand it more myself. And it's not a physical disability, you can't see it. So, so she said, yeah, all right. So that's the first thing. So we set up a plan, and that was the first goal we were going to try and hit. So we reached out to Dyslexia Ireland, and with funding from this organisation, we was able to go and do the assessment. And as the minister said, it's not a disability anymore, it's an asset now. So we went to Dyslexia Ireland, did the assessment, and it turns out I did have dyslexia. And they taught me more about it. They told me, it's not that you're stupid or you're not educated, it's just your brain just thinks a little bit different than others. You obtain information a little bit different. And then they told me about success stories of many people throughout the world who have dyslexia have gone on to be CEOs of major corporations and stuff like that. And they gave me encouragement. So then I came back to the organisation. We met with Linda, and we said, look, we have dyslexia. And even though I knew I had it, even when I got the news that it was confirmed, it was a bit of a shock, just to get it. It's like, wow, what do I do? So no, we'll kick on, but we don't have to be afraid of it anymore. We can tell the world that you have it,
And you did go forward with that assessment and that acknowledgement that you had dyslexia. And I'm going to use this as a bit of a cliffhanger, and I'm going to move on to Suzanne, because your story is amazing. And there's one word for Thomas, actually, when you hear the rest of his story, and that's leader, because he has really made extraordinary change in his environment. So don't go anywhere, we'll come back. So Suzanne, you might tell me a little bit about your story, again, before you started to engage with the services.
Okay, before I engaged with the services, I was retail. I was retail managing, sorry, not used to mics. I was retail managing for about 18 years. And through the unfortunate circumstances, I found myself in unemployment. And I was pretty much kind of worked my whole life, and I would be very driven, and I found myself kind of in unknown territory, so I was a bit, where do I go, or who do I go to? And I remember walking over to the offices of the Department of Social Protection, and I went in, and I remember to this day the lady that stood there, and I always say to her she was my saving grace to it, because she spoke me through everything that I was entitled to. I didn't know what I was entitled to or where to go, because my head was a bit of a loss. So I had said, look, at that time I said to her, I don't think I'm going to go back to retail. I had all the skills of it, and I could use them, take them skills to doing anything. She said, what would you like to do? And I said, I think I would like to go back and train. I'd like to go back to education. And I said I had always kind of wanted to do law, so I had done out a plan with her, and she set me through the whole steps of going through, meet with the guys, where to go to, what was available for me. So I did, and I did a course with them, and I did a pre-law for I did a year, and then I still found myself kind of going, knocking on doors, and nobody was kind of answering to me, and I was kind of getting frustrated by this. So then Department of Social sent me the letter then to say, did I want to partake in the TOOS programme? And the fear is there, the unknown is there, you're kind of like, what is this, where is this going to take me? And I did, and I went down and I had the meeting with the guys from TOOS, Michelle and Lorraine, and so at ease from the time I went in. They answered every question, and you have a lot of questions because it's really unknown, and where is this going, what's it going to do for me? You know, like, is it going to benefit me from doing this programme, was what I had asked the girls, and they had assured me it would. It would take you, you know, where you want to go. It has to work both ways on it. So I did, and I started with a placement in St. Francis Hospice. And I was with St. Francis Hospice for a couple of months, and then an opportunity came about whilst on that, because it's really, really easy, and I know it's a cliche to say it, but it can be quite easy to sometimes find yourself getting employment when you're in employment.
So hold that thought. Cliffhanger number 2. And let's go over to Sheena, and same thing, you might tell us your story.
Okay. I left school, didn't leave cert, knew in my heart I didn't want to go to college, and I didn't want to work in an office. So I decided to follow in my father's footsteps and become a plumber. So I served my time, qualified, did my 4 years, same as boy, the whole, went to college 1 day a week, qualified, and...
Did you just say the same as a boy?
Yeah, I always get asked that. It's different for a girl.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It was a long time ago. Like, we lived in
No, go on, keep talking, you're brilliant.
So, I found I had a child. It wasn't really the best place to work at the time, so I went into retail and I became a plumbing advisor in Woolies for 8 years. And then after those 8 years I had another child, and I decided I'd go back to my tools. So I went back to my tools for 2 years, and then due to the downturn of the economy, I found I was unemployed and couldn't get any work, so I didn't know what to do. So I came here, and I did.
What made you come here?
My friend's mother worked here. She's retired now, Jacinta, and she knew I was never going to stay at home and, you know, sit there and do nothing. I'd worked from when I was 15, so she knew I wanted to do something, and I probably needed to be retrained. So she pushed me to come here, and I did a future options course. It was only a short course, but it was just to get you back into thinking about what do you really want to do.
So tell us a little bit about that process.
They would do the jobs club, you would go through your CV, how to actually type up your CV. I mean, I hadn't used a computer at all, so it was like completely foreign to me. So I would have looked at that and really sat down and wrote down what I wanted to do. Did I want to work? Where did I want to work? So they do the psychology, you know.
A mapping exercise, yeah.
You like this, would you do this, would you do this? And I found that an office environment was sort of the pathway that I had never wanted, but it seemed to be calling me now. So that's what I did then. So I came here, and then I got a mediator, Anne-Marie.
Where's Anne-Marie?
I sort of haunted her.
You're sitting on stage now, so it obviously worked.
Haunted her. So I was always up in Mount View annoying her and trying to get funded for different things, and she got me funded for the ECDL, for the computer course, because I didn't have any experience with computers, but I'm quick to learn, I'm quick to pick up things. So I flew through that. Then there's a process for CE, which is quite annoying. You have to be over a year unemployed before you qualify to do a CE scheme. Even though I wanted to do them, I couldn't actually do them. So I put myself out there. I applied to FOSS, which is now SOLAS, and I did certain courses. I did accounting, computerised and manual. I did payroll, everything I could do to extend my job seekers payment to allow me to get onto the CE scheme. That was tough because I had to fight tooth and nail to actually get on it, because they argued with me to say you don't qualify. So eventually,
I tell you, there's a lesson in there though too. None of this is easy.
no.
No matter what your angle of the dangle is, none of it is easy. And no matter how streamlined the services are, you have to fight if you really want it. Whether you're going through services or not, you know, hard work and tenacity are your best gifts in this life. There's no doubt about that. So, are you happy for me to go back to chapter 2?
I'll try and remember where it was.
Yeah, I'll remember, don't worry. So Thomas, you told me the story of what happened next. You might share it with the room.
Yeah, so I finally got the diagnosis and came back to Linda, and we made a plan. So I wanted to keep very active while I was searching for work. So I came up and enrolled in all the services, the week boot camp, helped me build a CV, because I'd been employed for for 10 years prior to that. So my CV at that time had totally changed. Interview techniques had changed. So I stayed proactive, and it was my time out of the house. It was my time to myself. Although I love my kids, it's not me. My time.
We all need time actually.
So I would come up here and use that time productively. And as you say, you need to push. You just can't expect the organisation to do everything for you. You have to put in as much as they put in to get anything out of this, to be successful with this. So anyway, I'll go on to where I'm working now. So I'm currently employed with eBay in Blanchester. But I talked to Linda and I said I was a bit afraid to tell people about the dyslexia, because I'm applying with hundreds of people. Surely that's going to put me down the pecking order. I'll take someone that hasn't got it. So I went away and I had to go, and straight enough, it wasn't just an interview. I had to go through aptitude tests and stuff like that. So I'm in a classroom with 20 other people, and these are all timed. And that's one thing about dyslexia, you will get there, but it just takes you a little bit longer to work it out. So anyway, I didn't get the job. I was unsuccessful that time, and I went away and I was good, and I was kicking myself, because I knew I could do it. I knew I had all the skills. Just give me the opportunity to do it, and I would succeed. So after I came back and spoke to Linda and said, look, this is what happened. But then there was a job fair in Blanchardstown Shopping Centre ran by here. They organised all companies to come, and eBay were there. So, gotcha. So I approached them and said, and they remembered me. And I said, look, I'd done it a few months, but I wasn't completely honest. Because how come? I said, look, I had dyslexia and I never declared it. And they said, why didn't you? And I said, well, I thought it was like a bit of a taboo, wouldn't talk about it. So she should have. I said, no, but I said, I really want to work for the organisation. I see what he's doing here, I know lots of people there, and I want to be part of it. So she goes, okay. So she gave me a card that day, and she goes, right, send me an email tomorrow with your CV and stuff. So, straight away I went back to Linda, look, I'll get this. So we sent this CV across, and I got to do the aptitude test again. But I got a little bit longer time to do it, in a better environment. And true enough, I passed it this time. Then I was on to step 2, the interview. And eBay are great because they pre-warn you when you're coming to the interview, it's going to be a competency-based interview. If you have questions, and I said, Linda, what's this? What's competency-based? I've never heard about it before in my life. She goes, calm down, we'll sort it. So they came up and done a few mock interviews, competency-based questions, the magic word start being. So we're here for that, went for the interview, they were really impressed. Then, because it was going to be a customer service role, they put me on kind of like a live call to test. See, it was so they left the room and there was a phone there. They said, that phone will ring in a minute. Pick it up, and you had
God, it's like Mission Impossible.
and they put a script in front of you. And anyway, there goes, and the phone rings, and I'm like, should I pick up that phone? Anyway, I picked it up. Hello, eBay. And it was a customer who was having difficulty, and I had to go through a scenario questions, blah, blah, blah. Just I went through it, I helped them the best I could with the limited information I had. Because I don't work in eBay, so it's all the information that I had gathered from reading their homepage, reading their core values, reading what they wanted from the staff and what they expected to give to their members. So I done that, came back, and the girl came back in, she goes, "You really got into that call, did you?" She goes, "You really got invested in it. Fair play to you." So that's where it ended, and then I came out and I asked the interview, actually obviously, "Well, how did it go?" Like, she goes, "Yeah, it went very well," you know. So I left, and then 2 days later, yeah, I gets the call, "Yeah, we would like to offer you the position." So I got the position, and then it was like, when you go to eBay, it's like an 8-week training camp. So here goes again. Into training, into a classroom with 30 people. And you're competing in it, it's all modules, so when you learn that week, you'll do a test on the end of the week. And because I had the dyslexia and was well known, they know about it, I was given allowances. Now I still had to do the test, but it was a little bit more time to do it, which was great. It's what I needed. It allowed me to get there, get the same scores as my peers, and gain official employment from October with them. I've been there since July. I've been promoted once already within the role. And I'm pushing, and I'm challenging myself every day, you know, and I want to strive to continue to grow.
And here's the best bit. Since Thomas joined, eBay have employed. Yeah, sorry, you're caught the whole moment so much. They've employed even more people with dyslexia. So that's what I'm saying. This is leadership. This is owning your position, owning your story, and making it work for you. It's incredible. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.